examples of a nation whose crimes, towering up to heaven, were thrown down by the breath of the Almighty. Burying that nation in irrecoverable ruin. I can today take up the lament of appeal and woe-smitten people. By the rivers of Babylon there we sat down. Yes, we wept when we remembered Zion. We hanged our hearts upon the willows in the midst thereof. For there, they that carried us away captive required of us a song. They who wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion. How can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. Fellow citizens, above your national tumultuous joy, I hear the mournful wail of music. I shall see this day, with all of its popular characteristics, from the slave's point of view. constant victim. Will